On today's episode of Cedar Springs TV Live, we see a sneak peek of the soon-to-be finished construction with never-before-seen behind-the-scenes footage.
We also take a look at all of the accomplishments our school's FFA organization has achieved through an exclusive interview with Mr. Willett.
We even have a look at all of the recently broken track records. Our amazing track team has been setting all-time highs in our school's sports program.
As well as an interview with Mr. Barronwald discussing the time he has spent here at Cedar Springs High School and what lies ahead of him and his plans for the future.
All this and more on today's episode of Cedar Springs TV Live. Hi, my name is Noah Lutz, and this is my lovely partner, Ian Vanderlucht.
Aw, you're so sweet. Welcome to another edition of Cedar Springs TV Live. How's your day, Noah?
It's been amazing ever since I sat down here with you. How has yours been?
Absolutely wonderful so far. I have a question for you. What are your thoughts on the construction going on in our school?
I don't know. I think it'll be absolutely amazing to see the outcome of all of the expansions our school has been making, but I despise how long it takes.
Well, luckily for you, we do have an update on the situation. We've gotten behind-the-scenes access to some construction areas. For more information, here's Nick Schaefer reporting on the situation.
Hi, I'm Nicholas Schaefer for Cedar Springs Television Production, and I'm here to talk about the construction going on at Cedar Springs High School. So, this construction is being done to Cedar Springs High School to add on to the building and to make a new wing for the future 9th graders. And we interviewed Miss Ram, and we were talking with her about how the construction has been affecting her class with the noise. And
the noise isn't affecting my job so much. There have been just a small handful of days where it's kind of made me or my students laugh, but nothing like what I've heard from other colleagues. I know some other colleagues have had quite a bit of noise, but I've been pretty lucky. Not that I know of. I don't think anybody really knows who is going to be in the new wing quite yet. I think that's kind of to be determined. I'd be happy either way. I like my classroom. I would like to not have to move, like those are advantages, but I would love a brand new classroom as well. Only just for a little bit. Honestly, I feel like if I ignore it, they start to ignore it. If necessary, we might have to close the windows. That would be the only thing that would be slightly disappointing. But like I said, I haven't had terrible noise in my classroom. I wouldn't say the construction's making it easier, but like I said, I haven't had to move classrooms or anything like that. A couple of other people have maybe moved classrooms for a day or a class period or so if it was particularly noisy. But I must be in a good spot construction-wise, even though it's close by. Well, I'm really excited for our school district in general, that we're able to do so much updating around the district as a whole. I'm excited to see what the new wing will look like. I'm selfishly excited to have bathrooms down in this area because right now the bathrooms are really far away from my classroom. So I think it's going to make that quite a bit easier on me and my students. So I'm just excited in general, and I'm excited for hopefully it will alleviate some maybe overcrowding. Not that I experience overcrowding, but we need some additional classrooms for a reason. So I'm excited that our building is able to take advantage of the bond.
this has been Nicholas Schaefer, Cedar Springs High School Television Production.
Thank you, Nick, for the update on the construction process. It looks like it's progressing great.
Wow, with that, I'm really excited to see the outcome. We finally have an actual view at what's going on behind the scenes, and with how it's looking, it'll definitely set us apart from the other schools in our area.
Yeah, I absolutely agree. I will be quite sad to see our art wall in the main hallway leave us, though. At this point, it's like a centerpiece for our school, showing the artistic talents of our fellow students.
Coming up next is a message from the people who make this possible. But don't go, we'll be right back after this break with a story on the accomplishments of our Future Farmers of America organization.
Hi, I'm Miss Schultz. I am an English and yearbook teacher here at Cedar Springs High School. I chose to be a part of yearbook as the yearbook advisor this year, and it's something that I really got excited about as I learned more about what yearbook was, and a really good opportunity for me to use my creativity and work with a different group of people that I don't necessarily see every day. Everyone should buy a yearbook this year because it's really a comeback year for us. Our theme is coming together, and after a couple years of canceled events, we really have everything up and running again, so it's been really exciting to include all of those fun community building events that really make Cedar Springs such a great place to be.
Welcome back to Cedar Springs TV Live. We figured it's about time to celebrate all of the things our Future Farmers of America organization has done this year.
To do this, we are handing this broadcast off to Garrick Powers, who will walk us through all of their accomplishments for the school year.
Definitely accomplishments have helped me as well as others in all general aspects of life. It seems like it's helped people learn how to handle situations better, and just all of it has impacted my life in a number of ways. The ones that stand out the most to me are helping benefit me in leadership skills and getting me ready for life outside of high school. Definitely accomplishments have helped me as well as others in all general aspects of life. It seems like it's helped people learn how to handle situations better, and just all around made people better individuals. Some of the bigger things is we've taken first place in 2 leadership or skills contests, and we're going to the national level with those. And we found out that they were going to be expanding the ag program, and we're going to be getting a greenhouse as well as a barn in the next couple of years. So the most important people that have helped us accomplish these things have been a lot of the alumni members have helped with everything, and then on top of that, Mr. Barenwald has done a lot for the ag program. I think FFA accomplishments have reflected well on the school. I think the FFA chapter has started to spread around the Cedar Springs name a lot more, taking forestry all the way to nationals last year. It's helped get Cedar Springs out there a lot more. So students prepare for FFA competitions mainly through practice after school during class, and then they also get help from industry leaders. The FFA is great for the community. Is greatly involved in all of this. They've been right with us this whole time and doing everything that we have done this year and in years past. So last year we placed 8th, I believe, in the nation for forestry, and most recently with skills contest, I think we placed 1st in agronomy, 1st in land conservation, 2nd or 3rd in environmental skills, and then 2nd in ag mechanics.
Congratulations to all the accomplishments of FFA this year. And if you wish to join FFA, then contact Mr. Willett with any further inquiries. This is Garrick Powers with CedarSpringsTV.
Wow, it's amazing that our FFA organization was able to accomplish all of that. Thank you so much, Garrick, for reporting on the situation.
But now, it's time for us to transition into our sports section of today's broadcast. To do this, here's our amazing sports anchor, Ella Gonzalez.
Hi, this is Ella Gonzalez updating on Cedar Springs High School spring sports. The girls' varsity soccer team had a game on Wednesday, May 11th versus Northview, in which they came on top 3-1. They also had a game Saturday, May 14th versus Rockford and tied 0-0. Also, the girls' varsity softball team had a game on Tuesday, May 10th versus Wayland. That was a doubleheader. The score was 0-15 for the first game. The second game was 1-7. They also played Forest Hills Central on May 12th. That was a doubleheader too. The first game was 13-1. The second game was 12-1. The boys' varsity baseball team also had a game against Wayland on May 10th. That was a doubleheader as well. They scored 10-4 the first game and 2-8 the second game. The boys went against Wayland again on Thursday, May 12th and won 8-5. There was another game on Saturday, May 14th against Traverse City West, and they lost the first game by 1-9, but they had a comeback the second game and scored 6-4. The girls' varsity tennis had a game on Wednesday, May 11th versus Greenville and came on top by a 7-1 win. They had a conference game on Saturday, May 14th that resulted in 6th place. Furthermore, the boys' track team had an OK Gold Conference Championship on May 13th and came in 3rd place. On the other hand, the girls placed 6th in their OK Gold Conference. Lastly, the boys' varsity golf team had a match on Tuesday, May 10th against Wayland, but lost with an 18-9. They had also won against Forest Hills Eastern, but lost with a 2-10. Also, shout out to Alyssa Deltweiler for breaking the high jump and Emily Neitherhide for breaking the 200 meter. Lastly, Taylor Diamond for breaking the pole vault record again. Here is Lena Payne talking more about the records that have recently been broken.
My name is Emily Neitherhide. I would say I'm most successful at the Open 200 and the 4x1 relay. They've really pushed me by supporting me and just telling me that I can do it, and my coach puts me in like the first heat with the guys and really encourages me. With breaking the school record, like I would say I'm pretty humble about it. Like I really wanted to accomplish this in my 4 years here, and so it just helps me know that like I can push myself and I don't really have any boundaries. Right after the race was over, I was out of breath, but my coach came over and was like, "You broke it," and I just felt really excited. I felt relieved, but yeah.
Alyssa Detweiler. The most successful event for me is high jump. I'm all conference for high jump, and I was 14th in the state last year. One way my teammates have pushed me is just their constant support, and people will stay behind after practice and work with me longer, or like help me put stuff away if I stay after. So they're just really supportive in like anything I'm trying to do. It definitely helped me to realize that all of my work that I've been putting in will pay off, and it helps me to be able to put in more work because I'm like, okay, I see that the last time I did this, it definitely helped. So I'm just like more excited to keep pushing myself and see where I can go. It was crazy. Like I didn't even realize it at first. Like you get over the bar and you don't even like think about what just happened, and then you look up and it's still there and you're like, I just jumped that high, and it's like crazy. But after the fact, I'm like proud of myself, but I'm also excited to keep pushing.
Taylor Diamond. I feel very successful at pole vault. Right now, like I'm ranked decently high in the state, and for the most part, I get a lot of points for the team. My teammates have always been cheering me on, and a lot of times when I'm going for PRs, more people come over and cheer me on. By breaking the school record, it has been just a very surreal experience. From the start, when I broke it, I did not expect to break it, because for the first time when I broke it, it was at the very first meet, and nobody expected it. It was a very surreal experience. I was in absolute shock when I broke the school record. I stood up from the mat, and my jaw was dropped for a solid 60 seconds, I swear. It was insane.
The upcoming sports at Cedar Springs High School are varsity soccer that have 2 OK goal tournaments, one on Monday, May 16th, and the other one on Wednesday, May 18th. Also, they have a game on May 20th against Caledonia. Varsity baseball has 2 games against Catholic Central on Tuesday, May 17th, and Thursday, May 19th. Also, the girls softball team has a game on Tuesday, May 17th against Catholic Central, and another game on May 21st on Saturday against Coopersville. Also, the girls varsity tennis has a game on Monday, May 16th versus Comstock Park, but then they have regionals on Thursday, May 19th. Next, the track team has a meet on May 20th, Friday, and they have regionals against Grand Haven. The golf team has a match at home on Tuesday, May 17th, and they have another match on Saturday at Rockford. That is all of the upcoming sports at Cedar Springs High School. After the break, here is Ian and Noah.
My name is Emily Niederhyde.
Sports gives you so many different benefits. Statistics shows 73% of parents believe that sports benefits their child's mental health. It also helps with your leadership skills and your team building skills. In 2019, at least 30% of the population had participated in sports activities at least 3 times a week. Also, playing sports helps you improve and maintain your mental strength and physical strength. Playing sports strengthens your body and also improves your memory, coordination, and your hand-eye coordination.
Cedar Springs High School has come out with an app called Red Hawk Nation. Red Hawk Nation is a great app for Cedar Springs students, parents, and fans. This app allows students and fans to buy tickets and see upcoming high school events, such as football, volleyball, basketball, and plays and band events. Red Hawk Nation allows students and fans to earn points to win prizes on the app, such as Cedar Springs t-shirts and socks and many more. You can earn these points by buying tickets and going to these high school events. Download the app today.
Welcome back to Cedar Springs TV Live. So Ian, how do you feel about our recent turn in weather?
I've been enjoying going outside more, but sometimes I wish it was a little bit cooler. How about you?
Oh, I've been absolutely enjoying the warmer weather. It's nice to finally escape our seemingly endless winter, and I'm also finally able to put down my car windows without freezing myself.
Well, don't get too happy. You don't know if the weather will stay warm, but someone does. Coming up next, Leah Ramsey reporting live on the next weekend's forecast for Grand Rapids area.
My name is Leah Ramsey with CSTV Live. As you can see, the entire state seems to remain in the mid to low 60s, with a high of 63 in Grand Rapids and 68 in Big Rapids. In Ionia it's 65, and down in Kalamazoo it is 64. And the weekly weather, it's going to stay around the mid 60s to upper 70s for the entire week, with a high of 82 on Friday. It's going to get down to 64 on Tuesday, being the low for the week, with dipping into the 40s every night. Back to you, Ian and Noah.
Thank you, Leah Ramsey, for the update on local weather.
Unfortunately, our next story isn't as happy as the others. Mr. Barenwald, after spending much of his life improving the experiences of students, is leaving the high school.
For more information on the situation, here's an exclusive interview with Mr. Barenwald discussing him and his plans in the future.
Community of Cedar Springs has had a real impact on not only my life but my family's life. So when we came here in 2007, my youngest daughter was actually starting kindergarten and my oldest daughter was starting 3rd grade. My wife and I have both worked for the school system. My wife on and off as a substitute teacher, but for 15 years being the high school principal, during that whole time at Cedar Springs and being involved in our community. And so really done a lot of our business here in town and just getting to know, you know, the number of students that have gone through the school, their parents. The offer of the position came rather unexpectedly, but I had been considering a move to district office level positions for quite some time. 2 years ago, I started into the Superintendent's Academy training, and that started in the fall. That, you know, COVID had just hit in March when we shut down schools, and then that training started in September of that fall. Well, I'll be working in this position as principal yet through June 30th. And then I'm going to take some time off. I have some vacation time that I like to use. And then probably about the latter part of July, come back. I'll actually be at the Hilltop Administration Building and working out of those offices. But I still think I'll be coming down and being very connected. My expectations of the high school when I first came to Cedar Springs were that we really have got to work on building culture and climate. And the high school had been struggling at that time with some good solid leadership. There had been a lot of transitions, and we needed to get back to being that we're a staff working together to provide for the students. We need the students to be excited about the activities that are happening. So that was built on over all the years. So I feel like I'm leaving the high school in a much better situation than what I even found it in. I still have concerns about even how I'm leaving it, in the sense of the construction projects and some other things that are going to be a lot of work for the new principal coming in that are outside of my control. But I think as far as that individual stepping in front of the student body and the staff, the faculty is going to be in a great position to be successful, and I want them to take us to the next level.
Quite unfortunate that Mr. Barenwald is leaving the high school. He's been a great role model for countless students passing through, impacting them all for the better.
Absolutely, and I wish him the best at all he wishes to pursue from this point on, although he doesn't even need my wishes. If you can run a high school like he did, you can do anything.
But with that, we're going to have to come to a close. I wish all people viewing good luck with whatever task you have, especially students with your upcoming exams.
Thank you for tuning into CedarSpringsTV Live. My name is Ian Vanderlart.
And my name is Noah Lutz. We'll see you again on the next broadcast.
It's a great day to be a Red Hawk.